Well, good morning, everyone. David Paul speaking. I'm the Managing Director of VectorVest in the UK. And the question I'm going to try and answer is it buying time? And if it is buying time, have a look at some stocks that have got potential, in my opinion. In the very first slide, I'm looking at a weekly chart of the VectorVest composite of the UK, an equally weighted index of all of the 2,200 shares that we follow in the UK market, both the main market and on AIM. And on that particular chart, you should be able to see the red and green triangles, which represent our longest measure of market timing. And that gave a sell signal, reasonably good sell signal before the sell-off. It still hasn't given a buy signal. So conservative position traders, based on our models, should still be waiting. The buy signal is very close, but it hasn't fired yet. Now, the shorter term measures of market timing have in fact given a buy signal over the last 3 or 4 days. So more aggressive traders could certainly be taking positions. We have market timing systems for short term spread bettors, swing traders and position traders. So as we go into the trading day today, the short-term systems have said buy. The longer-term systems are still saying sit in your hands for another day or two, wait for a little bit of more confirmation. The longer-term signal is close. So one share that I've held right through this sell-off has been CCC.L. I've held this since March the 24th, 2020, and I've added to it along the way. The results were great the other day, and as you can see, it's left the 2020 highs miles behind, sitting and come off a very important level of support. Earnings per share, that blue line study in the window below the price, is growing strongly, and I think that there is a new high approaching in CCC.L very soon indeed. It'd be great to get it, maybe a day or two's weakness, but looks good to me. This is Kape Tech, and I spoke about Kape Tech the last time I was on Core Finance, which was what, 2-3 weeks ago, and it's up by a third since. It came off that fairly obvious support line, again, it'd be great to get it in a bit of weakness, but that share looks as if it's got a very, very long way to go. Earnings per share is growing strongly, and VectorVest anticipates that it's going to grow earnings next year by 40%. So that looks something to have a very serious look at. Bloomsbury Publishing is sitting on support defined by the 2020 high. It's gone sideways for the last 3 or 4 months. And that sideways pattern for the last 3 or 4 months looks like accumulation to me, because on the up weeks, there's an expansion of volume, and on the down weeks, volume shrinks, which is a sure sign that the share is being accumulated by some very smart hands. As you can see, the tails on the candles coming in right in at the support level. And invariably, folks, tails on candles are caused by quite smart money. Retail money tends to buy at the high. It takes a great deal of strength to buy at the lows, which is normally the province of fairly educated and smart money. So that chart looks to me as if it's undergoing professional accumulation, and earnings per share growing very nicely indeed. So Bloomsbury, another stock to have a long look at. This is Morgan Sindall. This is a London-based builder. Again, there's the 2020 high, and it's come off that, and it seems to be building a base. The fundamentals on VectorVest are excellent, and it's already on a buy recommendation on VectorVest. So that's a building stock that I think can do very well. Most of the big building stocks, the Persimmons and the Barretts and the Bellways, haven't come anywhere near breaking the 2020 high. So this company is showing very strong relative strength to the sector, which is always a good sign. And those shares that have pulled back least in a pullback tend to be the first to move when the general market turns. So I'll certainly be looking very carefully at that. Howden, really good set of results in a similar technical position, and it's left the 2020 highs well behind, come back and tested them, and now building a base. It's on a hold recommendation on VectorVest, and The results that came in a couple of weeks ago were in fact bought strongly at that support level. It looks like a really great level. This share is about to be admitted into the FTSE 100 if it hasn't been already admitted, and has done exceptionally well by the trend to upgrading kitchens as opposed to moving. And Airtel Africa. This company is a FTSE 100 company. They own all the cell phone masks in French-speaking Africa. It's come from nothing over the last couple of years. It's undervalued, growing earnings very strongly indeed, and it's pulled back to an exceptionally good level. And it's on a hold recommendation on VectorVest, but that looks as if it wants to go much higher. Tomorrow, folks, I'll be at Master Investor up in Islington. Anybody wants to come along, it'll be great to see you. And if you would like to take a trial of VectorVest, then you can go to vectorvest.co.uk. 30-day trial as a whole 99 pence. So short-term traders should be getting involved already. Longer-term position traders, maybe wait a day or two until that confirmed call buy signal comes in. And I've given you some shares to have a look at. Thanks very much.